It ain't gonna change the fact that Ra can switch up any moment. Talk anyhow, you go receive anyhow.
Like,
That's
even
not
the seniors
a
were
vibe.
saying, like, you know, we hear you're violent and all that stuff. I was just like, you know what? I need a better rep because the whole violent thing, nah, that ain't me.
Hi guys, it's Clinton Dilgar of London here. I'm here with
Whitney.
And this is Puffpuffandteapodcast, guys. How are we doing today?
Happy to escape reality.
Not happy to escape reality. What's happening in reality?
This podcast is my escape. So.
Oh, I love that for you, and I hope this is you lot's escape as well. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share, so that we can all get into this experience. You get me? Hit that notification bell as well, so that as anything drops here on this podcast, you're in the know. You ain't missing a beat. So go ahead and do the needful. Those of you listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, AfriPods, follow us, drop that comment, and participate in the poll. Do the needful. Engage. We appreciate you guys all. Let's keep this Puff Puff and Tea community
I think
growing.
you've been watching
God
too
bless
much.
you. What you want about?
I think you've been watching too much. Bro's Got Talent.
Oh, darling, I can't remember the last time I watched that. I'm not going to lie to you.
Because you sound like Alicia Dixon right now.
Not like Alicia Dixon. Well, do you know what I've been watching, though? Just before I came onto this podcast, I was into Bridgerton. I was like, and where I stopped, yeah, I was like...
They don't sound like that, bruh.
But still, though, I was like... Have you watched Bridgerton, the latest season?
Have you watched Finished Industry, the last episode?
Oh, I'm trying to reprocess. I'm trying to recall all that happened.
All right, Gemma Collins.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying
Bring
to
it down a few notches.
Pardon, no, but I'm trying to. You know what? Yeah.
You sound like Alicia Dixon in Essex.
You know what? Yeah. When it comes to industry, yeah. Well done, yeah, to Harper and Yasmin. They're really carrying. I'm not gonna lie to you lot. They really carry the show.
Who else is going to be carrying the show?
The
other main two left.
Yeah, that's the thing, and they're doing that. That's my point. Like, they're doing a great job. I'm not feeling an absence. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're doing a great job.
I'm not gonna lie. I did feel an absence when the black guy left, Gus. I did feel an absence when he left because he was like one of my favorites. I was just like, "Where's Gus? Where's Gus?" Yeah. I hear that. But I'm also happy, you know, because
Harper has a little chocolate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm happy for her.
And also because Gus and what's the other guy's name? Is it Tom?
Who's that?
The one that was in love with Yasmin.
Oh, you know, Yasmin's had a few loves. Which one is that?
The main guy who was in
Is it Kid Harington now?
No, the one season 1, season 2, when they were like, you know, will they not?
Is it the ginger?
Yeah.
Oh, was he really in love with her like that?
Oh. Anyway, but
all I remember about that ginger is that he slept with somebody or he kissed somebody, and next thing you know, it slept and the woman didn't wake up. So I'm like, bro, you got some deadly.
Oh yeah.
Wood on you know what I mean? But yeah, continue.
But I just remember the reason why, because he felt so alone without Gus there.
Yeah.
Because they had that thing, they had that banter, they went to each other. So I really felt the absence when he would be having moments. I'm just like, where is Gus?
Yeah. And I think Gus left was one of the first to leave, isn't it?
Yeah. He went on to to find new stuff, and he's actually done well for himself.
Yeah, I've been seeing him out there.
I've been seeing him. So
well done to him. Yeah, well done.
Even though that's not your real name.
Yeah, but well done to him, you know. But yeah, Harper and Yasmin, they've really carried the season. They've really done a great job. And yeah, I'm actually worried for Yasmin, you know.
Facts. She's becoming her father.
No, I think she's a walking corpse. That's what I think she is. I don't think she's got a soul left in her.
She's becoming her father.
I'm quite sad for her, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I feel like last season it ended off a bit. But I feel like Yasmin, she's always been on this trajectory, I'm not gonna lie to you.
On the what?
On this trajectory. To losing her soul, to you know, she's never really been in that environment of love, you know what I mean? Real
and
love.
So funny because now we're seeing Harper now starting to take a chance on that.
Yeah.
And what's it called? And being more as Yasmin's becoming colder and colder, we're seeing Harper become a bit warmer.
And I'm trying to recall. I feel like last season was opposite.
Yeah.
That's the way this season ended, in the opposite.
Yeah.
And this season, of course, we're now seeing another opposite. So yeah, it's really no, Yasmin. I'm very. I like where she's going. I'm just like, girl, I don't know how we're gonna go back from this because you're actually going into illegal realms now, and very morally corrupt realms now. So I don't know how we're gonna go back from this. Then another one I felt bad for is as much as what he did was criminal, but he didn't know he was doing it criminally. I'm not gonna lie to you. What's his name?
Oh,
Tao. What's his name? What's his name?
Harper's mentor.
I'm not gonna lie. After bringing her out of retirement just for him to sleep with minor, it's a bit disappointing. But he didn't know it was a minor. I'm not gonna lie. So
And then Yasmin saying that he knew it was a man. I'm just like, Yasmin
is so brainwashed. I don't even think she knows what she's
You think she's brainwashed? I think, what's it called? As you said, this was always her trajectory. She's used sex as a power. And
but
now
I think life has brainwashed her. That's what I mean, because that ain't normal. It ain't normal to think the way she's thinking, talk the way she's talking.
And the funny thing is, when she's like, was asking her husband for a divorce and all that stuff. And I was just like, wow, the go on you. You're the one who brought him into this. You're the one who said, let's trust Whitney. And can we stop? Oh my gosh, what is it with you people giving the bad characters the name Whitney?
Oh, right? No. Oh no.
Like, the only Whitney that I've been able to say, yeah, you're alright is Whitney from Love Island. Other than that,
big up to my sis, I mean, she's out here shining. Yeah, out here shining with baby, you know what I mean? We see the content, babes. We see the content, my G. You guys keep doing your thing, my G.
The other Whitneys have just brought a bad name on Whitney. I'm just like, can we just for once have a few more Whitneys? But anyway, yeah, she's the one who brought.
I've never seen a Mel Whitney near until I watched the show. I'm not gonna lie.
You've never seen a what?
A Mel Whitney until I watched the show. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I was like, oh yeah, that's a peculiar one. But I was like, okay, I can see it. But that guy was another one messed up in the heads.
Yeah,
absolutely. But that's the thing. These lot, yeah, they do not make finance look admirable at all. Like every time I hear somebody's in finance, I just say, raw, are you into that industry life?
Finance is very hectic. It is very one of demanding,
and I think it takes a big toll on them.
Of course, mentally
trying to keep hitting those targets, and they hit one target, the target now goes up.
Yeah.
It's like, bruh, thank God I never desired that, man, because I thought, wow, this was a lifestyle. Now I know it's a lifestyle because a lot of
it's not a lifestyle. Yes, a lot of it leads to death. Well, not a lot, but it has one of the highest ratings of.
Especially when you make it your life, you know what I mean? I think for you to do that and to remain sane, you need a strong foundation.
And even what's it called, the management, or even worse, because the way they're just pushing you, sometimes berating you, if you embarrassing you, it puts a toll.
It's a bit like the bankers, I'm not gonna lie, because you hear I don't know too much about it over here, but you hear stories are going on in the night, you get me, where you've got these bankers, they keep giving them targets, and because of those targets, these people are ready to do anything to hit those targets. Because, fam, if I don't hit those targets, I may not have a job. You know what I mean? And we're in Nigeria. I need this job. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just this whole finance world ain't looking too admirable. I don't mind you guys looking after my money, but I don't know if I want to be you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
I do mind you looking after my money.
Yeah, because some of you,
because the way those banks be getting robbed.
Not getting robbed. You ain't gonna get robbed with my money. Don't try that with me.
Some of you guys don't even have insurance. It's just sad.
No, you ain't gonna get robbed with my money. I've got the blood of Jesus everywhere I go.
The blood of Jesus not recognize your voice.
The blood of Jesus recognize all parts of me. But I think at this venture we're gonna retire the voice because I'm fixated on keeping on this accent rather than actually speaking common sense.
No, I thought you were going to do the whole podcast.
I thought I was as well. But if I remain like this, I'm going to remain fixed. I'm going to talk rubbish. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, you know what? You should continue to like this. Maybe you'll it'll become common to you and that'll be your new voice.
Yeah, as much as it can maybe common, it ain't going to change the fact that I can switch up any moment. Talk anyhow, you go receive anyhow.
It doesn't even sound alright.
But yeah.
People just going to be looking at you and be like, what is this fakery?
Pardon?
Let's be looking at you like, what is this fakery?
What are you on about?
Are you trying to are you mocking us?
Mocking who, darling?
Yeah, you may get beaten up. They'll be thinking, are you trying to mock us?
Are you mad? Speaking of the beatings, oh my gosh, I don't know if you saw this sad video going round. This mother, she came to social media to talk about how her child got, beaten up after school.
Oh yeah.
Very sad situation. I was like, this is messed up. And I'm like, but it's messed up. There's no two ways about it. It's messed up. I was even thinking to myself, but mummy, why are you bringing this to social media? Because now everybody's going to know your son's got beaten.
Because the school ain't doing anything. The video is still up, and she's like, now I've tried to go through the normal routes, the right channels, and that stuff. You guys ain't doing nothing for my son. You guys are even taking this video down, even what's it called, reprehend.
Oh, it was somebody else put up the video. I thought it was her. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Oh, I thought she was the one that first revealed the video. No. I was like, oh, mummy, we didn't have to know this.
You guys are reprimanding these people who beat up my child and that stuff. And my child was the one beating up.
Yeah, she definitely.
And if my child was the one that was beating up, he'll be in the police station by now. So nah.
Yeah.
F you.
True that. But no, it really has you worried what these children are getting up to. But I was thinking, it had me also thinking Rob, were we getting up to that while we were in secondary school?
What, beating people up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, we were.
We were.
We were. I'm not gonna lie to you. But we had to
Snitches
firm
got
it.
stitches.
But that was the thing. We just had to firm it
Like,
out
firm
here.
it. Literally, I remember I was talking to my work friends, and they were like, "Oh, what's good? We've never been in a fight. We've never been in a fight. We've never been in a fight." I was like, "Yeah, I've been in a few fights."
Nah, like,
dude, I've been in a few fights.
Mhm.
Like, I think the most like difficult, the most challenging one. We went down the stairs.
Who's we?
Huh?
Who's we?
Me and a person, a day student.
Oh, not the day student.
And we went down the stairs. Oh, my head, my back.
Oh no. You know them ones who's like, because you know me, I'm like a peaceful person, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why you're looking like that, I don't know why you're looking like that, honestly. But you know, I'm a peaceful person. So it was like, in secondary school, it's like, I didn't used to look for trouble. I'm very aware of my stature. It's not the biggest. Especially in secondary school, it wasn't the biggest.
I knew it wasn't the biggest. But I was just like, if I don't fight, then what's it called? These people are just going to continue.
But that was the thing.
So I was like, even if I lose, at least like, bruh. No, let me get a few sucker punches. They can get a few sucker punches on me. What's it called? They can like, we gotta do what we gotta do.
No, that was the thing. Because it's like, I had a bit, compared to the other guys, I was a bit small, I'm not going to lie. So I was quite aware of my status. So I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to respect myself. And in return, I would expect you lot to respect yourselves. But you got them ones that, despite the respect I'm giving you, you still want to look for trouble. And it's like, if you keep poking, like, I can move. I can use my limbs. You know what I mean? So it's like,
you can use your limbs.
You get me? So if you want to go there, I ain't gonna just stand, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stand.
I found they used to be shocked by the reaction they used to get. They'll be like, bro, was that Clinton that did that to you? And it's like, yes, it was.
Like, what's called your James from Dreadful Got Diaries.
No, we ain't doing like that. By the time I give you a little boom, you know what's up. By the time this, in secondary school, they used to come from my head. Yeah. And I'm very aware of what I have on my head. So if you want to go there, by the time I give you a little like this, you know what's up.
Dude, mine was like weapons. That was my go-to.
No,
what's it called?
My hands and my head is enough.
Dude, mine was weapons. Mm-hmm. Do you know what's it called? What's it called? You know when we would have for maths, was like the set?
Yeah.
That set.
Okay. Dude, the math sets.
The math set. Yeah. That was my go-to. What's it called?
Girl, you're a criminal. You're a criminal.
Like, those little things, I will.
Whitney, that's criminal. God forbids. Like,
what's it called? Yes, they've done that. They ran.
Now that's deadly. Like mine is just, I'm gonna give you a little injury. You're gonna know that raw. Think twice before you try.
Yes, that was a little injury. But yours is how tiny it was.
No, that's a bit permanent. No. Like fam, those kind of people, I don't need to prove anything to you. I ain't playing those games.
Dude, and then what's it called? Even the what's it called, the triangles. That was also a good weapon. That thing will like enter.
No, don't play those games with me.
Dude, I even used a Bible once.
No.
But the person ducked because he thought that they believe that if a Bible hits them, they'll go mad.
Oh no!
So they ducked and all that stuff.
The superstitions I used to hear about secondary school, I was shocked, man. I remember one time, I had to, what's it called? We were writing down names, and like there was only one pen available. The pen was red. Mm-hmm. So like naturally, I'm like, it's just a pen. I'm gonna write down people's names. You know what I mean? Before you know it, somebody started speaking. Don't write my name with that pen. Don't write my name with that pen. I'm like, what is all this reaction for? Don't write my name with the red pen. This person was bloody about to cry, man. I was like, calm down.
So that's how I said, what's it called? I said we were discussing, what would be our English name? What would be our English name?
Yeah.
I told this one girl, Diana, she's like, God forbid, someone that's name has word die in it. God forbid. I was like, hi. You should have seen the way they acted when I started doing star signs. And don't bring those
star sign bits and sex to me. How do you really feel about star signs?
I don't get it.
I'm not interested at all. If not for Snapchat, I wouldn't know my star sign, and I didn't want to know it. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I just feel like you got these lot, that are out here like saying, I'm this star sign, and this is the excuse why I behave like this. But it's like, no, you're just you, and if you want to grow, you should grow. You get me? You shouldn't limit yourself to stars. So I just think, that star sign thing is an excuse for people to limit themselves, and I ain't gonna do that to myself, because at the end of the day, I'm me. I don't need to know my star sign before I know I'm me. You know what I mean?
It's the big GC.
No, I'm the big CA. I'm the big OGA. You get me? So it's like, I don't need to know star sign before I can be me. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna tell you, I'm a fire sign. I can't get with water sign. I ain't gonna tell you that. If she's Igbo, we can be together. You know what I mean?
Dude, now we're starting to sound like Essex and what's it called?
Why are you?
Now sounding like Essex and New Jersey.
Why are? But
yeah, but what's good? I haven't finished going down memory lane. Also, what was there? There was one other one. Oh,
what was that? What you're trying to recall? Not the braids. What happened with the braids?
Came out.
Not the braids coming out. No, I'm not gonna lie. All
I knew was like me, like anything that was close to me. Porridge.
No, you know what I mean? Like back at secondary school, you had to remind people that I can hold my own. That was the thing.
Yeah,
like you needed to make that known that I can hold hold my own, because if not, they're gonna think they can just take you for a mick. No.
Yeah.
No. So it was warranted. It was necessary at that point.
But it also caused me to like, what's it called? Be mindful how when I would sleep. Any small noise, I would wake up. Because I'm like, you people are not shaving my head. You people are not shaving my eyebrows. Wow. Like any slight movement, I would wake up. There was even a time the seniors tried to pull a prank on us, and they're like, they came in the room and they had the torchlight and that stuff, and then they made the sound. I woke up and then they were like using torchlight, and I was like sitting on my bed, and they just freaked out and ran out.
Lol.
They were like, and then everyone was like, to ask my cousin, telling my cousin, your cousin is possessed.
Not your cousin's possessed.
Because I was just sat like this.
Lol.
Yeah.
Lol, this is just a light sleeper, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was a light sleeper, bro.
No, but you have like that experience. You really need to be on job. You can't ever be too relaxed. I'm not gonna lie to you, because at the end of the day, we're in a space with strangers. Not gonna lie, these are coming from.
Yeah, but it's also I think I took it too far, because this one time when this guy was sitting on my chair, and I was trying to get him off, but he was so large, so I couldn't like push him off. And then like people were just laughing at my struggle, right stuff. I remember my friend was laughing, and it pissed me off. So instead of me going down to get a new desk, I was looking for like something to use, and I found one of the guards. Is it Britannia, whatever it was called?
What probably didn't have it.
It was something the guards had.
Okay.
I don't like, and I don't know where. I think they went in the toilet and just left it there.
Okay.
So I got it. Went up, came back, and then as they saw me through the window, and they're like just telling him run. And what's it called? The teacher was there, just moved to the side. Didn't even. You seriously don't do anything. You guys did not stop any fights. I had it literally here, and they saw me, like I was like come like near the window, at the window, and I was turning to come. Or I was hearing like run. The guy moved to the side, opened like the extra doors in the back, and left the classroom.
Lol, man.
And then I sat there with the thing, but then I was trying to figure out how I was gonna like return it back to the guys, because I'm finding out.
Lol, Whitney, you were really.
Dude, I just left it in that classroom.
Lol, you got some energy, man. I feel like my class, it was a bit of a thing of like, well, at least my experience, I felt like, once you made it known once, like, what's up? Everybody like just becomes aware. They know your boundaries.
Dude, I was known that. I just remember they were just like, Whitney is too violent.
Yeah, you give that.
Your
stories
violent.
are giving that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dude, but I calmed down during SS1. JS3 was the one where I had the thing and I was running around. So I think SS1, that's when I was calming down, because I didn't like that rep that I was the violent chick.
Oh no, yeah, that's
even the seniors were saying like, we hear you're violent and all that stuff. I was just like, you know what, I need a better rep, because the whole violent thing, that ain't me.
No, we don't promote violence, you know what I mean? But we do promote letting you know what's up. I will tell you that one. So yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, I don't care if I have a bloody nose. I don't care.
Oh no, I care.
I don't care if I lose, all that stuff. All I know is we're both gonna end up on the floor.
No, but I would say about me, yeah, I wasn't looking for trouble. I'm not gonna lie to you, look, like I ain't gonna look for trouble. And even when you do look for my trouble, bro, I'm gonna give you a lot of opportunities for you to just calm yourself down. It's only when you keep pushing, it's like, okay, because fam, I don't have energy to fight. I'm not gonna lie to you, look, I really don't. I'd rather invest my energy into something else, like having a good time. Who has time to fight? It's like, yeah, I used to avoid fighting at all costs, man. I don't have time for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I remember like one person, very large and all that stuff, and then I just remember she just used her hand, that force on my head. Part just fell, got back up. I was like, what do I have? Saw the desk. I was like, getting the desk. If you see how what's it called? My friend just came round and were trying and pushing the desk back, and then she was like, I dare you to. I was ready to use that desk. I know it's how we had that desk. I was ready to use it. I wasn't care if I couldn't lift it. I said it, but it must connect with her, because she must feel the force that I felt. And they're just like, no, come on, what's good? This girl will kill you. No, they're telling me, this girl will kill you. This girl will kill you. I was ready to die that day. I was said, nah, I ain't gonna fall on the floor and what's gonna now it happen to you. Bruh. Even what's it called? I'm surprised no one ever caught Auntie Miranda because everyone thought I was like, you know, even people said I was violent, right? It never got to the matron. They're like, oh yeah, Sweetney's the peaceful one.
Lol. No, secondary school really, what's it called? Character building.
Right.
Definitely character building. I was even seeing like this trend recently on Instagram when people were like, oh, recalling like trends of the 2000s. I don't know if you saw it when they were recalling like just things that were going down in the 2000s, like even down to like the bags we used to carry. You know, like them times, we used to like where I don't know if you, I think you were on that trend as well, where we used to wear like cross bags, like crossbody bags to school, that kind of thing. Let me show you. No, I think you had one. I'm not gonna lie. I think we all had that phase.
I think maybe cross bags.
Yeah, you know them ones. Let me show you. But yeah, I was seeing this.
What's it called? I had.
It was just like growing up in the 2000s. Also.
N-dubs. Wow.
Well, but just reminded us of all the things we used to do. You know, after school snacks.
Didn't have those things.
We didn't have those ones.
Didn't use MySpace.
Is that MySpace? Oh yeah, we weren't that old.
Meals that were interrupted by. No, didn't have that.
No, didn't have that. School cake.
Didn't have that.
Oh, not the school cake. X Factor results show, definitely.
Oh, I have a topic about that thing.
Definitely, that was a bit of us.
Yep, I did that.
Yeah, the Scoobies and the silly bands were in fashion.
Did that.
I don't think it was in fashion per se, but I knew it was part of the party tricks. Not the Club Penguin. These were our football role models.
No, I wasn't really into football.
No, I wasn't. I've never been that into football, but I knew we've got some legends out there. You know when there was what's it called? When you knew that Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U, those were the big boys. You get me? Like there was no mess with these big boys.
Players?
Pardon? Yeah. Thierry, man, that was my G. As far as I knew, that's my uncle. You get me?
I thought you were about to say Ashley Cole.
But he wasn't I knew he was Cheryl's husband. So I'm like, that's good enough. He was Cheryl's husband. And like, I knew the big boys: John Terry, David Beckham, Wayne Rooney. You get me? Ronaldo, big boys. You get me? So I definitely see the bag I was talking about. You know them types. I feel like we all had that phase.
I didn't have that type of bag.
I feel like we did.
Didn't know about that bag.
Okay, maybe not, but I feel like we did. But Channel U had all the bangers. I can't remember what Channel U is, not gonna lie.
I know that.
I never had this kind of phone, not gonna lie. That is the flip phone, never a bit of me, never the Nokia touch. Like Argos, definitely Argos catalog. Yep, definitely was a vibe.
That was my thing.
Transition from MP3. I had the MP3. I had the iPod as well. I was dancing in the garden like no man's business. I thought I was a DJ. I was like, let's go there. You get me? TFL buses look like this. I can't recall, but maybe they were. I feel like we still have buses like this.
Yeah, there's some buses like that still.
Yeah, I feel like my grandma definitely took me on one of them.
Nope.
Turkey Twizzlers. We're Nigerian. That was never a thing. Hearing girls like the sugar babes everywhere definitely was a vibe. Definitely was a time.
Can we make yesterday?
Sound of the underground. Something ringing.
You have to do the song, so calm down. At least I know my one.
You know, I'm rapping for GA. I'm rapping for Cheryl Babes. Then we got what's it called?
That sound like her.
Everybody wanted a PSP or a
Nintendo DS.
I had both. I'm not gonna lie. Robbie were really. I don't know whether to say it was sport. It was just standard.
Party bags, yep.
It was that party bags. Definitely was a vibe. I definitely look forward to doing such for my kids. You know what I mean? When we have a birthday party, I'm like, oh.
No, I don't feel like they have a birthday every.
It's not good. I don't know if it's going to be every year, but when they do have a party, they're going to be known as well.
Like, I'm not going to lie,
the best party bags.
Those Nigerians to be having those huge birthdays for like for their kid turning 1.
I can do that. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. It's like I'm celebrating my 1 year of fatherhood. It ain't easy. I ain't going to lie to you.
Nah, bro.
It ain't easy.
Have a cupcake. End the story.
No, I don't know. It's very possible I can do that. So I ain't going to shame them. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, watching Arthur, Horrid Henry, and Tracy Beaker after school definitely was the vibe. This actually made me almost shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie. Woolworths Pick a Mix. I was like, oh my gosh, I remember that. Such a simpler time, mate. I just used to put my hands in there and take something and keep it pushing. Like, fam, if I tell you who taught me that behavior, you lot will blink. But yeah, Bluetooth and songs in the playground. Oh, I didn't have a friend in the playground.
Didn't have that in the playground.
McDonald's Happy Meals toy. I remember that. That was the time everyone wore Nike Air and Ritty.
I didn't have
I had the Heelys. I had
Heelys, yeah, Heelys.
Yeah, Heelys was a vibe. Yep, that was the. Yep, Saturday. I wasn't really into
Britain's Got Talent of Grandma's House, definitely.
Yeah, that was the only time I really watched Britain's Got Talent, but not really.
Oh, Matilda, yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think our childhood was definitely a reading childhood. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I didn't like books, I couldn't avoid the books. But probably
that reminds me, I need to order a book.
We didn't have the social media like that. I'm not gonna lie, so it makes sense.
I'm gonna order that Jeanette McCurdy book.
Oh wow!
Because I've read the it online, but I haven't read it. What's it called?
But Sacrifice and Sleep for WWE. That was definitely when the aunt was around. Not gonna lie, that was the only time I was really watching WWE.
When she came in to do her laundry, that's when you knew WWE is about to play.
I'm telling you. Then before Netflix and Amazon Prime and Disney Plus, apparently people used to go to Blockbuster and HMV. I don't think I was ever there. I didn't do those. Then your teacher willed this into the classroom. I don't remember that. I'm not that old, darling. Like wheeling in television, I'm not that old. We had a projector. Toys R Us was Paradise. Yep, definitely. Viral fashion trends. I don't know if this was our fashion trends. This was definitely Udo's. Not gonna lie, she definitely had this big hoops, earrings. Udo, you know you are definitely on that vibe. I think I've got some pictures represent even this. I think this is definitely Udo's vibe. Not gonna lie, this Udo definitely had this era. But us, I don't think so. Tara is definitely on this era.
I didn't know that.
Pardon?
Never.
I think I've heard about this Jay No, but I don't think it was our vibe. Then we played these on our consoles. Definitely, that was GTA. Yeah, I was definitely on that. Then these UK artists took over the charts.
What's it called? Leona Lewis.
Cheryl, baby, we got it. Five for the slap wars. Cheryl could just sing our character any time of the day.
Amy Winehouse. What's it called? Tio.
Is that Dappy?
No, that's Jay.
Who's that? Is that AS?
That's Tinchy.
Who's it? The only two China is Lil Wayne.
Tinchy, not Tunchy.
Who's Tinchy?
Yeah, that song, Number One, with Dappy on it.
Number one, number one. No, I don't know him.
I don't understand how you're number one. It was just the other day. Now you're the one.
Ain't ringing the bells. That's Sean Kingston.
No, he's the guy who sang Dynamite.
Who did? Why is Ayers not here?
Dun, dun. We go rock tonight.
Oh, but what's his name?
Tio.
Oh, Tio.
Tio Cruz.
Oh, see Chip though. I need Chip, see Tiny, my brother. Tiny, my brother. You get me? Literally, my brother.
The guy who said, look, what's it called? Now that song, down, down. Even if the sky is falling down.
Time, what a simpler time, mate. We were literally just in the car, taking the radio, just thinking, wow, this is what life is about. And now we're
here. Speaking of Cheryl, girl groups.
What's going on with the girl groups?
Called? Congratulations to Little Mix for making history.
What did they do?
Leanne came number 3 on the UK album charts.
Congratulations to her.
This is the first time that all members of a girl group have reached the top 5.
Congratulations to them.
They've all been number 3. All their solo albums have debuted at number 3.
Oh, congrats.
And she's also, Leanne is the highest debut black female from a girl band.
Congratulations.
So congratulations to Leanne.
Congrats.
Dude, I found out Mel B, she debuted at 28. The girl from All Saints, so sorry, I don't know your name, came at 22. Alicia Dixon came at 11, debuted at 11. But I'm not gonna lie, got to big up Cheryl because she was the.
We got a
five. Number 1 debut girl from a female.
Flipping icon,
no one else has basically done that.
Cheryl is a flipping icon, bruv. When
I saw that, I was like, okay, I gotta give her respect.
Cheryl was a flipping icon.
Because let's be honest, like Girls Lounge, they were good, but they weren't like, whoa.
You know what it is? It's this thing called star power.
So the fact that she was able to do that after coming from a girl band, I'm not saying that the girl band was like, she had a right stuff. I'm just saying like, it was her first album and it debuted at.
Oh, is this thing they call star power? Either you got it or you got it. It's just simple as that. She got it. I'm not gonna lie. Cheryl got the star power.
Oh my gosh! Do you know why I finally watched Simon Cowell's show?
Oh, December 10th.
That's not the name of the show.
But that's what we're there for. I'm here for Johnny Boy. That's my G. John, don't worry. Anytime you get onto this house,
what, Clinton?
I'll focus
you
on my
really
attention.
deceived me. You made me think that he was the only black guy in the group.
There's another guy.
Cruz.
Yeah, I never thought he was the only black guy.
But the way you were saying, like, what's called last time, you were like, oh, they left the only black boy just there playing the piano.
Did I say that?
Yes, I was really thinking that John was the only black guy.
Did I say he was the only black boy?
You're like, they left the black boy. I was like,
he's black though.
You really think that he was the only one?
Black guy.
But and he didn't have any. He was just left on the piano while all the rest. Oh, you're really making it sound like he was the only black boy there, and they just pushed him to the side. There is Cruz.
But still, he needs to be treated fairly. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yes, he doesn't
enough
treat
to say that one person treated fairly, the others not. So.
He should be treated fairly, all that stuff. The way I was watching this thing saying, "Oh, John is the one that's going to," he was actually my favorite. But I was just like,
everybody's favorite. Guys, listen to the flipping flimmers. He's everybody's favorite. But the
way you're making me think, right? There's only one black guy that thinks. I was like, okay. So I was watching. I was like, oh, so it's gonna be cool.
Saying that. I don't think I ever said that.
You
he's the only black guy.
You literally like they left the black boy. Yeah,
I think we need to re-roll the tape. Speaking of groups, yeah. I don't know whether you know this group, December 10.
Oh, talking about Cat's Eye.
No.
And what's it called? What's her name?
I know where you know this group, December 10. The one that Sam McCall forms.
Yes.
And other ones.
Yes.
So yeah, because that group is just starting, yeah.
Yeah.
And already I'm seeing a disappointing approach. Let's just put it like that. Because you have our brother John that is there.
Yeah.
And we're not hearing much from John. Like I saw a performance here of them, and these lot are literally standing singing, and John is playing the piano, no problem. But there's no lights where John is playing.
Okay, you said that what's called? They left the black boy there playing the piano.
He's black, so that's the right description. He's black and he was in the dark.
So we're talking about the only black people in the bar, and then you added that input into it.
But still, though, she's black and she's not being highlighted properly. She's not being highlighted.
Okay, equally. But there is crew, so let me not forget. Let's not forget that.
That's to say one black person treated correctly and the other one is not. So I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really care what's going on with Chris. Yeah, Chris was treated fairly, but all of them need to be treated fairly.
I'm not going to lie.
You're doing great with one black person, so you should be doing it with another black person. I ain't going to tell you that. Nah.
Dude, I just want them to be successful because I like John. I must say that.
But listen to us. We're waiting for John over here, so don't prepare with us. Don't take our Johnny boy for granted.
It's the way his family are. They just.
When I saw his mum, I was like, auntie.
Yes, even me, I felt like
auntie. Come on, cook.
And then when you're just like having those, when him and the dad, the mum and dad were like on the screen saying yes, of course we worry about stuff. I don't want to ruin his happiness. I was like, I understand you, auntie. I know how you are feeling.
But the job, when I saw auntie at the door, during his audition, she didn't even have to open her mouth. I was like, wow, this is auntie. I'm like, this is auntie. Yeah. Then she opened her mouth. I was like, this is auntie. This is auntie. You know what I mean? So it's like, rather, even to see them supporting their childhood, it's still a unique thing for us as a community. I seeing stories like that is definitely going to inspire more people within our community to see that this is something that you can support your child through.
John, when I see John, I was like, I just want them to protect him.
I'm telling you,
he just seems like I know what I like. I like music. What's it called? All I want to do is music. And to be honest, right, I can actually see him. Say for example, this band in work. To be honest,
let's not put that out there.
No, but I'm just saying, right? Mm-hmm. If he actually has the right team, this guy could actually be something. Because when he was
he's
singing,
gonna be something by God's
grace. Even when he was singing, just look at his image, he would remind me of what's it called? Can we talk for a minute? What's his name? Telvin?
Is it Tevin Campbell?
Yeah, he would just give me that vibe, and I was just like, bruh, if you just have the right team, they could do something with this lad. I'm not saying I want the boy band to break him out. I'm just saying. Every time I saw him on screen, just even when he was on the beach reading his book and all that stuff, I was like, you're giving me that guy. Can we talk? I would love him to do R&B.
Well,
I would love him to.
We're rooting for John. That's what I am.
We're rooting for John. We're rooting for December.
We're rooting for John. I'm rooting for John. I'm not gonna lie. If John wasn't in that group, I was gonna check out. I'm not gonna lie.
I like Cruz. I like his energy.
Yeah, we support Cruz as well, but I'm not gonna lie. John actually, he got my support. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he got my support.
If John wasn't there, I was gonna dip.
To be honest, I was watching it right, and I was just like, it's gonna be just. So when I saw Cruz was one of the first black boys, I was so sad. I was like, this was John is gone. John's gone. And then then he's like, no, I'm gonna keep all of you. I was like, thank John for John. Thank God for John.
Like, fam, you guys flipping. Take John for granted here.
Yeah, you do.
We're gonna have a problem. And I'm just rooting for John. I like you said, because you get the vibe that maybe he may not be that typical boy band personality.
Yeah.
But still, that doesn't mean he doesn't deserve a chance.
He gives me someone that he will be a good songwriter.
And honestly, I don't know John personally, so I don't want to like box him into anything.
No, I'm just saying
rooting
like
for
just
him,
his vibe is like just like he gives me someone who's like really into the music, loves music. So I can even see him like wanting to learn, even if he's not doing song right now. I can see him someone who wants to learn that. And then it also just gives me like, I'm sorry, I'm just so focused on can we. Every time I see him, right, that song now plays in my head, and I'm just like, so whoever wrote for Blue or who was part of the band Blue's production, you should come and help these lads because you could really do something.
Yeah, we're out here rooting for John and December 10th. So good luck, guys.
But also, from watching the show, I was very bored.
Why?
I was really bored. It was just, I don't know. I was just watching it. I was just like, it made me start thinking like, was that I was young and like naive and all that stuff? Because it started making me think like, what's it called? Was I wrong by the way I felt about X Factor?
Nah.
Maybe that girl at my old workplace was telling the truth when she was saying, "Who watches X Factor?"
No.
Because like when I was watching that show, I was just like,
stuff.
I was like, well, I used to feel excited with X Factor. So when I was watching his thing, I was just like, I know it's not the same thing, but it just made me start thinking like, maybe because I was young, that's why I was like excited for these type of shows.
Nah.
But this one, it just felt like quite boring. It just felt very boring. So yeah, in my opinion.
I'm never gonna tolerate any X Factor slander. X Factor UK, any other X Factor, I can't talk too tough. But see, X Factor UK, I ain't ever gonna tolerate any slander on X Factor UK. Yeah, they probably did, but I can confidently speak about X Factor UK because I'm here in the UK. You get me? Because when I tell you, yeah, that show was the definition of show business. Like they had show business on lock, and it was like as much as it was like a competition show, like they made it. That show was dramatic. Like it engaged you, and that's why I feel like definitely you cannot say, "Wow." I don't think you can compare this show and that show. This show is more like a docu-series.
No, but you made me go back to watching like the clips. And I was just like, it's not giving me the same thing. That's why I was like, maybe when I was young.
Nah.
Because some of the things that were hitting me then, hitting me.
By the time Cheryl steps out of those big screens, all the judges walk through. Fam,
if you guys are doing an X Factor documentary, I'm looking forward to watching it.
No, X Factor UK unmatched.
I would like to see the people who would like agree to be on it.
Pardon?
I would like to see which to be honest, if they have it right, I'd be interested because I would really like to see which contestants say, yeah, I want to be on it.
Let's see. But yeah, what's going on? We've been talking a lot of television since we started this one.
Yeah, and also I understand what you mean by Lauren.
Oh.
Like the part where
I share that here?
No.
Yeah.
But the part where she was like basically making his food because they like got something and it's just like, you want mayonnaise, you want ketchup, it's like barbecue sauce. Like, all right, we can do barbecue sauce. I'm just like, can't he hold his own plate and find the barbecue sauce? But then when she's like, I have to do everything for him, like he doesn't have to do this and this. I was like, okay, maybe she's serious. Because the way he's like, yeah, I want some barbecue sauce, and the barbecue sauce is there, and she's like doing it for him, like doing the plate for him. When he can like, he has hands, he can like, all you have to do is pick the food and put it on the plate. But maybe she's right. Maybe he needs help with all these things.
Bruh. So yeah, when it comes to people's relationship, I ain't gonna talk too tough. Whatever makes you happy, that's your business. Doesn't mean that's necessarily
talk too tough
exactly
on camera.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that's gonna be the path I would like to go on. So if that's what makes them happy, that's their business. What's that?
I did a documentary, but I can't remember. They're what's it called?
Dynamic
reminded me of someone else, but I've literally just forgotten.
No, it's definitely a special one. Definitely a special one. But I feel like I've been seeing this trend on Netflix, yeah, where they're going like, I thought a lot of how will I put it? But like well-known personalities they're tapping into their reality.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay,
exactly. That's another one.
I think it started with the Beckhams.
Yeah, that's true. Like little by little, you know, I don't know what's going on. Whether these celebrities,
they use a Spice Girls documentary, just saying.
Yeah, I don't know whether these celebrities they need to like peel back another layer now that when this social media era is given that. Yeah. Now that I think about it, it's just now that it's come to my mind because like you're seeing this trend, especially like UK celebrities, where they came up with this era where it's like, we need to hear about them through maybe magazines, through articles and all them ones, and all of a sudden now when this era, you know, where all of a sudden they're letting us into their lives, and I was like, bro, I didn't know I wanted this information.
And like, what's it called? That
like, also brings up chop an onion.
That also like brings up another thing. I gotta give Simon his respect because the way he said like, what's it called? yes, I want to stay relevant. I have to give respect. He knows what he wants and what he would try and do to get there.
Yeah. You know what is, yeah.
But I didn't really like when he was like, they had, what's it called? Now there's only, there hasn't been any boy bands, only K-pop. I was about to say, when he said that, I was just like, Simon, there are boy bands in K-pop. So what are you trying to say? Because in the beginning, it's like, there's no boy bands, we only have K-pop. But so I was just like, Simon, there are boy bands in K-pop. And then later on, he said that there's no like UK island band boys. I was like, okay, now I get you. When he said that there's been no band boys, I was like, bruh, come on.
No, but yeah,
BTS.
Yeah, that was what came to my mind. I'm not gonna lie, but I got the gist of what he was saying. It was like we had that era where it was like just these. What is actually their genre called? Is it K-pop? Is their genre actually called K-pop?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we had that era where it was literally, and even up to now, we don't necessarily have that solid. We don't necessarily have solid groups like that. Okay, besides the likes of, especially boy groups, maybe
Yeah,
we got them
we have
flow.
BTS.
Yeah, but like that's it.
They're a boy band.
Yeah, but like that's it. You know what I mean? So
no, there's some other what's called K-pop boy bands that
but still, it's
all these lot the charts, man.
But still, all these are in the K-pop genre. It's like,
yeah,
so
all these other boy band.
Nobody's arguing that, but I'm just saying, I get what he's talking about. I get what he's talking about because even I was shocked. I was like, "Wow, where are all these lot coming from?" I'm like, "Huh? What's going on here?" But whatever makes the people happy, no problem.
But then you also have to realize, are we also looking for that? Maybe the reason, because there was a band that he was bringing out. I remember they were on X Factor with Little Mix doing a song together, and they had signed with Simon.
No recollection at this time.
Yeah, there was a boy band that he had before, but it didn't really work out. I remember when they disbanded all that stuff. So it just made me think that maybe like people aren't looking for a boy band.
I don't know
at this moment.
I don't know. I think where you got it, you got it. It's
because
as simple as that. It's fine.
even with the girl bands, there's like been a lot of girl bands recently in the last, I don't know, 5 to 4 years, 5 to 3 years that have come out. And you can see a lot of them are still struggling to find their base or find their audience basically.
You know,
so it just makes me think like maybe we're just not like, yeah, it was nostalgic. We were good with the girl bands and boy bands we had before, but we're not really looking for it.
Yeah. Now I think about it, I think these groups, like the group department of music, I think they've been having a hard time, not gonna lie to you. Because the last group I think that's really had that, solid position were the likes of them, One Direction, Fifth Harmony, that little mix. But since then, I don't think we've had like big ups Flow, they're doing their thing, but I think even then they're still trying to solidify their position, you know what I mean? And so I feel like groups, and I don't know why they've been having it hard, but they have been having it hard.
I'm thinking like maybe like the audience is just not there right now.
I don't know what, because I'm just trying to think, like, why was it that time, like, people were clicking, it was clicking, like people were engaging, get me, but all of a sudden now, I don't know, is it because we're like they can say that people's attention spans are so short because it ain't mine that's so short, but maybe the rest, you get me, and because of that they didn't have time to like really engage with multiple people at the same time. I don't know, but that's what's come to my mind. I don't know, but big ups Flow, because bro, those girls can sing.
Even Say So, if we started to like them, the British girl group.
Oh, I don't know them, but we'll check you out.
They seem to be like starting to put a push.
And even I'm not gonna lie to you, a few of the groups like this that have come from these Netflix shows, they can sing. I'm not gonna like I keep seeing Solidified.
Oh my god, just another thing. I would have loved. Maybe she wasn't available. Maybe he asked, but she just said she wasn't available because she's booked and busy. I would love Kelly Rowland on Simon Singh because the fact that she helped. I'm not sure if it was Little Mix or One Direction, but she helped.
I think she had a hand of both of them.
She had a hand of both of them, and also June Diary.
Yeah,
she also did a great job with. So I just feel like she knows star quality and she knows how to bring like individuals together and create groups. I just thought that she would be great during that time when they were, doing the judging thing. But maybe she was booked and busy.
Yeah, she'd be giving books and busy.
Yeah,
but
movies upon movies. We love Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
Or she may have been on tour during that time. So you know what?
Yeah, you may be right. I'm not gonna lie. But wow, we've been talking a lot about groups now. What else is going on in the world?
What's Iraq? But
What? Iraq?
war.
Not the
Iran.
war. Is it in Iraq? I swear it's in Iran.
That's Iran.
Oh yeah, it's in Iran. I swear. I don't want to talk too out of.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it, but like I've just been hearing out in regards to the UK's position. So I feel like we're being, so far it looks like this Prime Minister is being very careful.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying. Now my friends were teasing me. They were like, "Var, that the UK said they have no hand in this." And
yeah, but they will give the USA their base.
Yeah, that's what they were telling me. I was like, if the Prime Minister said we don't have a hand in it, we don't have a hand in it.
I kind of understand where he's coming from because I'm like, why are we going to intentionally put ourselves in a war that doesn't really have anything to do with us or benefit us in a way? Because what's it called? Yes, because what I've been hearing from like some people have been saying that this is like an unnecessary war or a war that, you know, yeah, I've just been hearing this is an unnecessary war from like certain individuals. I know that, you know, the not their president, who was it, the person who passed away?
I don't know, I'm not gonna lie to
I
you
know
guys. I'm not
a huge political leader, you know, was killed.
Not he was killed.
Yeah, he was killed.
He was killed by who?
The US.
Not by the US.
Yeah, the bomb.
The bomb.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been celebrating because he has brought, like, you know, he hasn't been a good political leader.
Oh, no.
He was, you know, so people are seeing this as a sign of freedom, that hopefully now, you know, women will be able to go back to being in school.
Oh no, they weren't allowed to go to school.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Iran.
Iran.
Yes.
Oh no.
But what's it called? But some people are also saying that just by killing this guy doesn't automatically mean that it's going to be freedom, because they could put someone who's just like him, or even a worse, or even as worse in the same position. So just killing somebody doesn't automatically equate that everything is going to change. So yeah, and I actually get that. It's because it's similar to what's the other place that he attacked? Begins with V.
Venezuela.
When what's it called? He
arrested the president.
And everybody was like, yeah, like, you know, what's it called? Because he's like, you know, this and that. But then people were saying that just his arrest doesn't automatically mean freedom, because his political party are still there, so they can just put someone in his party in that position who have the same thing. So that's the same thing with Iran. Yes, this person's been killed, but that doesn't automatically mean that it's freedom. We hope that what's it called? It leads to freedom, but at the end of the day, you know.
Honestly, I don't know too tough what's going on over there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, all I know is the UK is playing it safe, which I think right now is our best bet.
Yeah, I don't know too tough about what's going on. What I do know is I saw a clip of a Nigerian man. I don't know whether you saw it, but basically he was he just came out with a video being a bit emotional, saying that they're living in fear over here. They don't know what's gonna happen next. Like,
where?
I think it was in Iran.
Oh, the one I've been hearing the most is about Dubai.
Or is it maybe, I don't know where
Dubai? That's where all the, like, you know, because, you know, there was a what's it called? They started becoming a large group of, you know, UK influencers and celebrities who were moving to Dubai because, you know, they were moving from the UK to Dubai. So a lot of them are now speaking on what's called their experience currently, because they had to stay in basements or, you know, in the garage of hotels while, you know, these bombings have been happening.
Really?
Yeah, like Kate Ferdinand and Rio Ferdinand, they're in their basement.
What does Dubai have to do with all of this?
Because they're being bombed as well.
Why?
I don't know, Iran's bombing them.
Iran is bombing Dubai, by who? Why? Since when?
Yeah, it's been going on since this thing started.
Oh!
Yeah.
Dubai's involved as well?
Well, they're not really involved, but they've just been like, now they've been attacked as well.
Oh no, because this Nigerian man I've just confirmed he was talking from Bahrain, and Bahrain is what's called, it's officially it's an island in West Asia, the UAE. So he was what's it called? He came out with this emotional video expressing that they're living like basically on the edge right now. Like Like they're in panic. Like he doesn't know what's gonna happen next. They're literally one of them. A bomb could come up, but it's like, fam, like I'm literally only here because I'm trying to make a living for my family. Like if my country was good, I wouldn't be here. That wasn't cool. That you lot are, I don't know whether people are joking around that that you sent him to come here, he could have been in Nigeria. He's like, fam, I'm flipping trying to make ends meet here for my family, you know what I mean? And you lot are trying to tease me. Like I'm here literally putting my life on the line, trying to make money for my family.
Is that how he sounded when he was saying
but
that?
I'm just telling you this how he was. And the guy was. At first, I thought the guy was joking. You know, us Nigerians taking the piss out of everything. But before you know, the guy was getting emotional. I was like, "Raw." Pardon? But you know what I mean? But I was just like, Rod, then he was getting emotional. I was like, Rod, this is actually true, you know, like this man's out here putting his life on the line, and the only reason why he's having to put his life here out on the line because our country can't get their stuff together and we can't get our systems together because this man's out here working as a doctor. Tell me why a doctor needs to leave our country to go and be making money in another country because we don't got our stuff together. Out here, these are literally choosing to be possibly in the war zone over their own country. What's going on?
I don't think some of these countries are choosing to be. I think they've never.
No, I'm talking about us, like us Nigerians. You know, we're possibly choosing to be in war zones over our own country because we didn't got our stuff together. It's sad. Very sad. This man's literally telling us raw that he's out here trying to make money for his family. He's out here trying to make money for his parents. He's literally the breadwinner for the family. Like fam, he's literally out here putting his life on the line, possibly gonna get bombed off the boots because our country can't get it together.
I will turn it on.
It's just disappointing. I was just like, wow, it's actually sad, man. It's actually sad that we literally have to leave that people are literally having to leave the country to try and make it. Sad, and that's decided to become the new norm. That's becoming the new goal. Everybody wants to get out. JAPA, JAPA, JAPA. But it's like, mate, God help the nation. But yeah, that was my takeaway from all of it. The guys in Bahrain, fam, this thing is really spreading. I can see.
Do you about Simi?
No, what happened with her?
What's called old tweets of her have sparked some reactions.
What were the tweets?
So basically, it was what's called, if you're not tall, dark, and handsome, you're probably Igbo.
Okay.
David has a crush on me. His lips come close, act like he wanna lock lips, and then he puts his head on my lap. Should I give him a chance? P.S. He's 4.
Excuse me?
Yes. I love to kiss the kids at my mom's daycare. They're super adorable and crazy about him. Why is this 4-year-old trying to put hands inside my sheets? I wonder if anyone else used breast milk to bake cake before. So she has come and cleared things up. Well, seems like she's apologized. She said, I haven't been on Twitter today, but someone brought a few of my old tweets to my attention and I cannot address it. 14 years ago, I was 23, so I am definitely not a child. I'm not here to make excuses because I don't have anything to make excuses for. What I can't let anyone do is twist my story to fit false narratives. In 2012, I lived and helped my mom out in my mom's daycare while I was hustling my music. I tweeted everything that happened in my life, as we all did at the time. Kids can be mischievous. If a child did something I found funny, I tweeted about it. Kids are cute and lovable. I want to hug, kiss, and cuddle them. I tweeted about it. Nothing I tweeted was perversive. I was not famous, so maybe if I was, I would have understood that anything is open to whatever interpretation, including being used falsely by a faceless mob. I have never been depraved in my life. And yeah, my team has been deleting some of my tweets because of how sensitive it is for my family. To be honest, I do not want to. I have always spoken against rape, sexual assault, even before you knew I existed. I am not a costume. It's not a costume I'm wearing. It is who I am. I never claimed to be perfect. I've never claimed to know anything. I said, stop raping women. I stand by it. So, when I saw that thing, you know what? It actually reminded me of that guy who was into tech, and then all his tweets came out.
I don't think that's.
I'm not trying to do the comparison myself. I'm just saying, like, how was my reaction then, and how's my reaction now? Because even though it's not the same tweets, because these ones are like something else. I was just trying to establish, like, am I still standing in the same business I was standing with this guy, with what Simi said? Because I'm gonna lie, when I saw it, I just thought it's like, oh, this is funny. It's not like too bad or anything like that. But I'm just like, what's going to stand on business the same way you stand on that business, or you're just a hypocrite.
I hear that, but when it came to that guy, yeah, it was also sparked by actual human interaction. Like I believe it's that whole like story when it came to him and what led people to even look into his tweets because somebody came out and was speaking about their experience with him, not directly speaking saying it was that person, but they were able to put two and two together based off of the man's social media history that it's probably this guy that they're talking about, that kind of thing. So I think that is reason for someone to even be somewhat more somewhat have more of a solid opinion when it comes to that situation. But this one, yeah, I hear you. Like, the tweets that are being made, the Igbo one, I simply don't care. Nobody can tell me about myself. I'm Igbo, I'm handsome. So nobody can tell me that if you're not handsome, you're Igbo. If you're handsome, you're not Igbo. Like nobody can tell me that. So such things do not get to me personally. As for the children's tweets and other ones, like yes, you can say that these comments are insensitive. But
these comments, I could say like some of these are like quite disturbing. I'm just like, I don't know how you find some of the like when I read it, I was just like, oh, it's not too bad. But I was also part of like, I don't know how you find these things funny, but everyone's humor is different. Because I'm someone who's into dark humor, so
I'm not even trying to say they're funny. I'm not chuckling at the end of the day. But what I'm saying is that, and that's the things that we don't want to be hypocritical here.
Yeah,
say
don't make
because this is somebody we're familiar with. We're like, we understand that that's not her POV. But it's like the things that there are people that think weirdly like that or have weird jokes like that.
But do you really have to tweet it? I think that's the thing.
But that's the thing. She's also referring to a time when people were not as cautious in what they were doing. They were just doing things. Do you get? So unlike now where everybody, you'll be silly not to think before you put something out there. Do you get? So I don't think them times they were thinking with the mindset, oh, do I need to put it out there? It was just nothing. It was just social media.
How many people were on social media? Now I'm just like, does everything need to be a tweet? Like, how many people just like laugh in the moment?
Was a tweet. There weren't many options. So Twitter was like had everybody's attention. So they were tweeting. Like people used to tweet good morning. People used to tweet, I'm having a matcha. I'm having a what's it called? Iced latte. I just bought my first iPhone. That was what Twitter was on. But so I'm not too shocked. And things that what she's saying, yes, it can be disturbing, but like she said, I can see how someone can say that that wasn't my thought. Like I did not have a disturbing thought process in what I was saying. I was just cracking a joke in saying this thing. But I can also see the sad thing is that now you don't know when somebody's joking and you don't know when somebody's serious. I think that is why we have this issue of like, oh, everybody needs to be held to the same standard. Nobody should be doing that kind of thing. Because it's like, I feel like there was a time where people can crack a joke that was borderline insensitive and we know that is a joke. And now, because like there are people that their insensitive jokes have been a guide for their real insensitive thoughts, now everybody's like more cautious. Do you get? So I just feel like maybe that is what she's suffering here, because it's yet another case of like, I don't know where to say it's the day and age, because regardless it's disturbing, but I just like I can see her. I receive what she's saying from all of it.
Okay, I'm very much in the mindset of what's good. If you're gonna put something on social media, prepare to face the consequences.
Yeah, prepare to face the consequences. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really going to think about this too tough again. It's different to say like there was a pattern here, like that other person. If there was like experiences of you being weird, if those things are coming, you'll not be like maybe there's something about you we need to be mindful of. But based off of what I've heard of this person, I can allow it. I can be like, oh yeah,
you can allow it.
Yeah, that's the truth. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not looking at Simi another way now because of these tweets. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just think it was somebody being weird, making weird comments, and unless I start to see a pattern, I can only take you for what she showed me. And from what she has shown me so far, she just out here minding her business, making her music. So it's just I'm not gonna lie to you. That's my stance on it. But it's not to say I excuse weird behavior. Hear me out here. If you're weird, if you're outright weird, you're weird. I'm not gonna tell you otherwise. But if you're not showing me weirdness, I ain't gonna call you weird because of, a silly comment you made how many years ago.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, nothing still stands. Go on social media, face the consequences. Not everything needs to go on social media.
Yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, it's out there, so people can have the opportunity to comment on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If it's going to be on there, it's going to be because a lot of people are seeing it. So everyone's going to interpret it the same way.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, definitely. Like you said, like once you put something out there on social media, you definitely have to be prepared for people to receive it as they want to receive it. It's as simple as that. Not everybody thinks the same way you think. So yeah, everybody should just be capable of. And I think that's something I have in mind, that anything I'm putting out there, I want to be able to stand behind it. If I cannot stand behind it, I don't want it out there, because there's no point me putting something out there and I cannot even defend it.
I think that's the reason I don't use social media, because I'm just like, if I don't know, just someone's just like, I don't feel the need to put something on social media.
And that's fine. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And it's better for you to be honest with yourself than for you to be going down a route and before you know it, fam, you have done something you shouldn't have done. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else going on?
No, I've just been really into the reality thing, to be honest.
I can tell this chat's been a lot about television.
Yeah, because to be honest, I feel like I haven't watched television in ages.
Do you know?
Then I just like switched on the TV while doing my hair. I just realized all these other stuff. I was like, whoa!
I actually concur.
I haven't watched that in ages.
I actually concur. I feel like this week's been the first week when I've given myself a bit of time to like really get into some television. That's I've caught up in Bridgerton, trying to catch up on EastEnders. What else again? Finish Industry.
Oh my gosh, what happened between Brittany and India? Because I was like seeing clips.
Who's Brittany?
Oh, sorry, Whitney in India. Sorry, Whitney in India. No, I saw clips, but I just didn't have the energy to watch it.
Firstly, I don't think we know if anything happened. To be frank, I don't know if anything happened.
Because I just saw.
But what happened was
the title Whitney B. Rude.
Excuse me. We're not going to do that.
I saw that. I was like, I do not have time for this thing.
Thank you. We're not going to do that, because it's another thing of like people just drawing conclusions. Because what did provoke the conversation was, of course, India's now working with Love Island, so she was interviewing the All-Star finalists after the show, I believe, after the finale, I believe. So she was interviewing Whitney in Yemen, asking Whitney that, how do you feel about people calling you or saying that you used to start up drama and all that ones? So Whitney was like, I can't remember what she said verbatim, but she was basically saying that, what drama? Then India was trying to explain, you maybe
got involved.
No, I'm trying to recall their conversation. But India was basically trying to get an example of all them ones. Then Whitney was like, what's it called? Something like, yeah, give me an example so I can, so I can back myself, or so I can, clear it up, or something like that. Something along those lines, yeah. But yeah, Whitney was basically just like trying to understand, in my opinion, the things that for me, because I'm like, I've watched Whitney, I kind of like get her demeanor. It wasn't nothing shocking to me, like that. But I can see why somebody would say that, because I was speaking to my friend and she was just like, it's just a bit unprofessional. It's just not necessary. Evidently, India is doing her job here. She needs to ask you these questions, but it's given maybe you're taking things a bit personally here. But the things that I can also say, Whitney's point of view is like, as far as she's concerned, maybe when she was in the village, she didn't see it as drama. She saw it as, I'm just, trying to help people navigate their situations. So it's like, when you're telling me the way Whitney was responding,
India was saying, some people have said, she's not necessarily saying, I think that you have drama with me, but just from what the audience is saying. So she's answered the question that the audience wants to, I know.
No, but the way Whitney was responding was a thing of like, I think it was more of a thing of like, she didn't really understand like what she was talking about. Maybe that's what it is. Like, what are you talking about? What drama? Because maybe she genuinely does not think she was in drama. That's maybe what it was. Like, maybe she genuinely doesn't think she was in drama. So she's like, why laughing? You're trying to making me out to look as if I'm just trying to help Whitney out here. But like, maybe
I didn't watch the full clip. After something, I do not have time for this.
I saw the conversations, like, because that clip of the interview that came across my social media, I watched it like it was normal. I was just like, this is Whitney. Then before I saw like they're them like stirring up conversation. Oh yeah, they don't follow each other, but people are like maybe they never followed each other. That's another thing. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether they have an issue. I can't tell you, but I don't know. I think Angel was doing her job. Whitney was giving her response, and that's that. I don't think it's anything too deep. I'm not gonna lie to you, lot, unless they come and tell us otherwise. If they do, I don't know. So yeah, but we support everybody black. So shout out India out here working. Shout out Whitney out here working. We love to see it.
Cruz.
Shout out Yemen out here working. Shout out John out here working. Shout out Cruz out here working. Shout out everybody black out here working.
Shout out John.
Yeah, shout out everybody black out here working. Shout out KSI out here working.
Leanne.
Shout out Leanne. Shout out everybody. Shout out No Money. Shout out everybody black. With that being said, I think we're ready for Oga approval. We're ready for Oga approval. So, and this actually links into the interview you're just speaking on. So, guys, Oga approval. That's an I, the Oga of London, and alongside my fellow Ogas, because I only roll with the Ogas.
And the street.
No, I don't. But that's when we come together and we deliberate on scenarios and pass our judgment as to whether it gets an Oga approval or Oga rejection. And Oga approval is the way to go because the Oga way is the right way. So, today's scenario is, does it get your Oga approval or Oga rejection to pick a side in when your friends...
No.
Hold on.
We're just saying pick a side with your friends. No,
hold on. Say for example, yeah, you're friends with a couple, they break up, and you pick a side. You choose to remain friends with one half of the couple. Does that get your Oga approval or Oga rejection?
It depends. Say for example, like you were friends with that person before they became a couple, or you connect more with that person than the other person, then approval. Like, what's it called? If I like gel more with like Peter, sorry Jessica, it's not that I'm picking a side, it's just like I'm friends with him. We have a friendship. Sorry, so I'm like again, it's not actually picking a side, I'm just saying that this is my friend, we're just like hanging out and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm saying that he's in the right or anything like that. I'm just saying this is just my friend.
I hear that.
You can disagree with your friends.
I hear that because there's, as you mentioned, India, since we don't even know if they're broken up. I'm not gonna lie. I was speaking to my friend about that.
Talking about
exactly. We actually don't even know what exactly is going on in India and Dami's life, to be frank. But that aside, yeah. But there's this, conversation going around saying that rather their friends have picked a sides in, who they're going to remain friends with following their breakup and all their ones. And I'm like, I was trying to think to myself, like, what are my thoughts on that? Because the thing of like, one, I don't think I've had that experience when I've been friends with two people and they've broken up and I've had to pick a side. I don't even think I've had two friends get together, to be frank. I'm trying to think. Because I think it's always a case of like, I'm trying to think, because I feel like it's always a case where you're like closer to one person. So like naturally, when things dissolve, you will continue that close relationship with that one person. But it doesn't mean you're not cool with the other person. It's just like naturally, I'm closer to that other person. So we don't necessarily need to, or we won't necessarily be in each other's spaces the way we were in each other's spaces when you're my close friends.
What's it called? We're in the same friendship group and all that stuff. They like, this was toxic.
Not they were toxic.
They were toxic and that stuff, especially her. She was just toxic. Like this girl poured soda on his head, all that stuff because he was chatting with a girl, but it was actually the waitress he was just speaking to, and then she got but I think something happened that just triggered something. So yeah, she poured soda on in the restaurant and all that stuff, and I remember we never used to get involved because they would fight and then make up.
I learned that the hard way.
So that's why we never got involved because we're just like, nah, it's not that serious and that stuff. But anyway, they've broken up on that stuff and we're still all friends.
You're friends with both of them?
Yeah, and they're still friends and we all still hang out. So I guess we just need to get involved. So that was the best part.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's just the key thing. I don't think friends should necessarily get involved in these breakups. Like, if two of them are genuinely your friends and you got that equal relationship with them, I don't see why you lot can't continue your friendship unless something happened to you lot personally. You lot should be able to continue your friendship. I definitely think it gets my Olga rejection to pick sides in a breakup.
Dude, it's the same thing. Like it's just like it's the same thing it's the same theory that I have with your partner is in a fight with her friend. Just stay out of it, bro.
Yeah. But as you've mentioned this toxic thing, it's brought a question to my mind. And what it is here, what do you think about, or does your perspective of your friend change if they're toxic in their relationship? So, say
No.
for example, now like this your friend was pouring soda on their friend, on their boyfriend or whatever. Did it make you think to yourself, "Raw, can I be friends with that person?"
No, because we've always known her to be crazy from
Lol,
her previous relationships, so
lol.
this wasn't
So
shocking.
nothing shocking. Okay,
No.
at least you lot are aware. Cause yeah, I've had that experience before where I had to think to myself, I'm like, bro, like when I found out, I'm like, bro, am I can I stand behind me calling you my
Dude,
friends
I can
when you
stand
move like
behind
this?
you. I can also we can still be friends even if I disagree with your what's it called your actions.
Yeah.
That's why I said what's it called. You can disagree with your friends or stuff because what's it called the friends that I have are just
Mm-hmm.
like I, some the ones that I've even shown you guys that you and Udo especially.
Yeah.
And you guys like we need to speak with me in the future about your friends. Like you haven't even seen the half of them.
No.
Like I haven't even brought the friend that does the web thing.
Lol. Oh, I don't even know where to lol like that. But yeah, because I remember when I wasn't that like thought process, and I spoke to my friend, another friend about, it, and they were just like, um, they get my POV, but they like also consider like the person's character. Like, does that outweigh the character that the person has and all the ones? And when I weighed out the options, like, do you know what? It does not. So we're just gonna continue. Because I was really thinking to myself, I was like, bro, can I stand behind this? But
You
yeah,
don't have this. You can still be friends without standing and still not stand for their behavior.
yeah,
Because I think what's it called? The best friends are the friends who are not yes men.
yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah, it was just being in a relationship can bring out different sides to people. That's just what it is. Can bring out different sides to people. I feel like, cause yeah, in a friendship, I see one side of you, but when you're in a relationship, you're definitely gonna be another kind of person that I'm not exposed to.
Yeah.
So I may not agree with the way you move in a relationship. You get me? But the things that
Where
energy
you
never comes
move
my
just
way.
like that.
Eh?
Where you
You're not
move
serious.
just like that.
But that energy never comes to me because we are not in a relationship, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a bit of a sticky one. But definitely, I think it's just a thing, like you said, when it comes to relationships, stay out of it, man. It ain't your relationship, stay
Yeah.
out of it, bro.
Because the way so
You actually don't
you
need to
know how
get
you said
involved in
that.
any
What's it called?
capacity.
The way you said that. What's it called? You may see someone different in a relationship with their person.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same way someone could be like, oh, they see your relationship with your parents. They're like, oh, so he speaks back to his dad.
That's true, you know.
They could be like, oh, I would never speak to my dad like that. I would just nod and do what he says. But you challenge him. You
Lol.
take his cards.
Lol.
You know, so some people would just be like, what?
Lol. That's true, you know. That's a smart analogy, Whitney.
Yeah.
Very smart analogy.
Mm.
Wow.
Like if they saw how me and my mom reacted, they'd be like, Whitney.
Well, that's a very smart analogy. But with that being said, what's your ruling on
That's why I
this
never brought
scenario?
my friends to the house.
You're not serious? Absolutely not. No, but of course, when I've got like members of the public around to be packaged, you know, I mean, you ain't really gonna see everything.
Dude, all I knew is it would the so I still stand by this. Keep my friends and my family separate.
No, there's some friends that mix with my family naturally. Like if I've
Yeah.
got an event, I want my friends there. You're gonna see my family.
You're going to see that. No, if it's a huge event that I know that you guys won't be able to interact with, yeah, then they can come.
Lol.
But like, no, I like no one like one friend I knew that no, if I bring my family may insult them without them even knowing they've insulted them. I was just like, it's just safer.
We'll be like, what you on about? We
Huh?
were literally just sitting down.
I was like, no, you said this.
No, we didn't. We just looked.
Even your look alone
We
will
just
be
looked.
insulting.
She said hello. We said hi.
If say for no, I can't even say a person's name, but say for example, I brought that my friend that you and Udo just look to these things. You guys will just look.
Yeah. What's wrong
And
with the look?
I may just have to be like, you know what, we don't need to stay for this. Let's just go.
You're not serious. Well, I think yeah, it's better you keep doing things the way you're doing things. My friends, they can come around and they can have a good time, blend in everybody. You
Yeah,
know,
they
like
blend in.
yeah,
Mine stand out.
yeah. It's good. It's good to be self-aware. Really important.
Yeah, like I said, I separate them.
Great.
When they just be
thinking.
asking, you invite, like, I remember when mom used to ask, like, you invited your friends to barbecue? You'll be like, I'm just inviting one.
Lol. No, but I think it's also good. It's really good to be self-aware and to be aware of the kind of friends that can mix with family. I don't think all friends can mix with families.
Only 1 or 2 would be able to mix with the family.
No, but it's good to be self-aware like that. I don't think all friends are. Yeah, they will mix well with families. It's just the reality of things.
Just like that. Anyway, it gets what was the question again?
Friends picking sides if their friends break up.
Disapproval.
Yeah, it gets all guy rejection. Grow up, man. Mind your business. You get me? Concentrate on the relationship you have or you don't have.
War is going on. Do you really care about people's relationship?
Oh, and with that being said, here is the place of peace. So subscribe, okay? Drop that comment, like.
Subscribe.
Drop that comment, like, share.
Well, you forget your accent at that point. Subscribe.
Guys, I've actually tried. You know what I mean? How long's it been? You lot, I've maintained it. It's almost 1 hour 30 minutes. I'm not gonna lie.
It was waffling. It was going up and down.
But it's been there. It's been there. You get me? So at least you guys are. Say we're out here repping for the UK. You get me? We're out here repping. So yeah.
Please, you're not seeing this as a mockery.
You're right, but yeah, should we last week we'll give it? Oh, was it last week I was giving a bokeh? No, last week I was what's it called? I was giving a shake. Yes, last week I was a shake.
No, you're not giving a shake.
I was giving it because
you're not giving.
We got it from the women's section, not the men's. You get me? No stylists. Hide your girls. I wish I took out find the clip today because I found that's gonna be my catch for my next post on Instagram. You know, it's not going to be hide the girls, but it's from the women's section.
You got from the women's section your outfit.
Yeah, literally, I went to our mother's wardrobe. Fam, you will never know. Fam, I can pull it off, man.
Bad Bunny, alright.
Yeah, but that's us, all guys, fam. We keep you lot on our toes. Whatever we need to do to deliver the best, we deliver.
You know what? I can't even hate because a lot of my jeans come from the male section.
Fam, but yeah, see, you don't even know because it's just all you know is that wow, you're looking good, bruv. You're looking good, and that's what we do. Yeah, fam. So yeah, guys, subscribe so you can keep seeing this good-looking guy. You get me? Always giving you the inspo.
Do you get your trousers from LB?
No. But it was from somebody else's wardrobe. So anyhow, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I figured.
You're not serious, but yeah, guys, make sure you do the needful. Let's keep this Puff and Tea community growing. And with that, we'll be back again Monday, 5 p.m. Everywhere you can catch your podcast, and you don't want to miss it. But for now, guys, we're out. Bye.
Peace.